Hey everyone, this is Beth Butler with Hope Unlimited, where we help overwhelmed professionals excel. And today's Hope Hint is a brief discussion of gratefulness, in part because that's something that I am trying to remind myself of. When it comes to our careers or owning businesses, we can have ups and downs in how we're feeling about the direction our career is going, or the direction that our business is going, or a combination of the two. And sometimes you can get jealous of where other people are going with their careers and situations that you might wish that you had the experiences of. I have actually been dealing with that some myself. Um, some time ago, I was able to be in a conference setting, and I realized that I missed the atmosphere of going and being at a conference or speaking at a conference. I've really not done much speaking in recent times and seasons in my business. And I had an opportunity to be out of town and be in a conference setting for part of a day, and it kind of whetted my appetite for that feeling again. And in addition to that, had traveled out of town for a vacation, and also had been interacting with someone close to me that has also had some opportunities to do some travel for business. And I found myself kind of falling into a little bit of a funk over the fact that in this season of my business ownership, I don't really get to travel for business. And I remembered some of the things I enjoyed doing and discovering new areas and getting to interact with meet new people, and some of the fun that was part of that process in years past and seasons past in my business. And I assume someday may happen again, but I had to start thinking about what to be grateful for, though, instead of starting to compare and say, well, I wish I could be doing that kind of thing, or I wish that I could be hired to go do this or that, visit different parts of the country to take care of business, because it's not always what you see. If you ask people who travel a lot for business, for example, they're going to tell you that it's not as glamorous as it might appear. Oh yes, it might seem exciting to jump on a plane and tell people I'm on this part of the country or out of the country in this area of town or whatever. Yeah. But even as one of my friends had commented, that it's a good thing I like my job so much, because all the travel they have to do isn't always the most positive part of the job. They do like the job itself, despite the fact that sometimes it looks glamorous, some of the places they're going. So if you're like me and you're sitting there and kind of comparing with maybe a colleague who gets to do some things that you wish you could do, or someone who has started a business and is successful in a certain aspect of business that you have not been able to be, I encourage you, as I encourage myself, to step back and begin to be grateful for the things that your current season is allowing. Perhaps your current job does not have the stress of travel. Perhaps your current job allows you to do some other things personally and give you some flexibility. Or perhaps the people you work with are awesome compared to other jobs that you have been in. Whatever that may be, I encourage you to take a minute or two today and stop and breathe and say, you know what, I want to be grateful for this one thing about my job. That even if that it's a steady paycheck, when there maybe you have been through periods of unemployment, or perhaps you're in a period of unemployment or underemployment. I have been there more than once, and you're wondering, man, I would just like to have a job. Is there something in this season of unemployment or underemployment that you can be thankful for, that you've been able to focus more on? Maybe you've been available to your family more. Maybe you've been able to pursue a hobby. Maybe you've been able to get some physical rest that you weren't able to get when you were really busy in a job. I don't know your situation totally, but I'm just trying to share a little bit of my heart, that I struggle with those discontentments. I struggle with comparisons of my business with the businesses of others, the opportunities others may seem to have. But to embrace the fact that you are on a journey. And in my faith, I believe that God is leading a journey, and in this season, He has me doing a particular type of thing. And while I need to stay open to other opportunities and not be closed-minded, I probably also need to relax and be content in the season that I'm in because He knows what's best for me. So I encourage you to do the same. Let me know. Contact me and let me know if you're going through something similar, comparison trap, and what you're grateful for in your job or career or business today. Thank you, and I hope that this prompts you to think a little bit about all we really do have to be grateful for. Thanks for listening.